Yo, it's your boy back at it like a bass addict. We're on a new lake today. Never been out here. We're just gonna mess around. I really don't know what they like to eat out here, so it's gonna be a lot of experimenting, but hopefully we catch them. So we'll tune back in, hopefully with a big one. Little guy. Hey, first blood. On the buzzer. That little Teckel Maxqueaker, new little buzzbait by Teckel. It is definitely squeaky as the name says. Megabass Vision 110. All reliable. Haven't been able to really figure out any type of pattern yet. I'm just kind of randomly going down, covering a lot of this Thule line. Fat guy. Hey, relax. football. Seems like there's a lot of those short little guys. They're kind of stunted. But I'm sure there's better quality in here. Just gotta figure out where they're at. Still don't feel like I've really figured anything out. I mean, I've caught, I think, 4 fish, but all small, and they're pretty random. I mean, they're around toolies, but there's a lot of toolies out here, so that's not really a pattern necessarily. So right now I'm really just covering water, throwing the jerkbait, crankbait, chatterbait, buzzbait, all baits that I can just move, keep hopping spots, and see if I can run into like a more concentrated area of fish. But yeah, since I've never been here, I don't want to slow down and pick areas apart. Oh, there's another fish. Pick areas apart with, oh, that's a little better one. Oh, wait. A little better. Not giant. You're just bleeding a little bit. Sorry, bud. Get you back. Oof. My camera turned off again. Shirt, probably 3 and some change, something like that. Just caught that one on the Netbait C-Mac, big worm, just casting off this toolie point. Slowly trying to figure something out. That was the best fish of the day. And he had it for a while. I was screwing around, but just pulling it through that grass on the weed edge. I think I hit a clear spot because I was kind of stuck in it, and then I pulled it and it kind of freed up, and so I probably just got an open patch and found that fish. So got some jerkbait fish, got that big worm fish. Probably just gonna run with those two baits for a while, see if I can put something together.
Little man.
I don't know why this water's gushing out right here out of this pipe. I don't know if it burst or if that's like intentional, but I figured maybe that running water might draw in some fish to this area. That just tends to be the case. I don't know, it brings oxygen and attracts the bait, and then the bass will kind of congregate in those areas. Usually that's more of like a springtime, early springtime deal, but I couldn't really pass it up. And that's two little tiny fish right here, but still pretty cool. Rock right here. Get away from all those tools. It should be good. A lot more steep. A little bit of shade on this bank. Rock. Not so much grass. Wish I would have brought a deep crank. That would have been a good thing to throw right here. Just kind of paralleling this drop off. But jerkbait will do. This whole stretch would be like perfect Huddleston water in the winter. I think my friend was telling me there's some trout in here. I don't think they stock it, but there is some in here. I don't know if they get in from a creek or what, but if there's trout in here, and there's obviously bass in here, yeah, Huddleston in the winter, steep rocky bank, big boulders, that's like recipe for big ones. Definitely want to give this place a shot in some other seasons. See how it fishes. It can definitely be hard to figure out a new lake that you've never been to, especially when it's a smaller lake and there's not a bunch of like sea maps or anything like that, but it's also just really cool to see somewhere new, and you just don't know what the potential is, so your mind's completely open. You try new baits, you know, and you fish your same spots, same lakes. You kind of have your go-to stuff that works, and it's nice to have an idea of like what to throw and the patterns, but it's also nice to kind of have that freedom to just fish and not have these preconceived notions of like the size of the fish that you should be catching or the bait that you should be catching them on. You're just kind of just going with the flow, and that's what I'm doing right now. Really just don't know what I'm doing at all, but working around the lake, hitting different stuff, throwing different baits, and catching a few. And I'm sure next time I come out, I'll have something to build on, and we'll catch more fish, better fish. But for now, I'm just trying to see the lake and get a couple bites and just enjoy this new place. It's a super sick lake. It's in the mountains, water's clear, real quiet. There's not a lot of people around besides on the water, but there's no busy cities, or there's not a lot going on. So I will definitely be back out here for sure. If you're new to bass fishing, this right here needs to be one of your go-tos. This is what I threw for a really long time when I was first getting into bass fishing. Obviously just a Texas rig, tungsten or lead sinker. You can peg it or not peg it. Sometimes I like to peg it if I'm trying to get it to go through stuff. But if I want it to kind of just float around and I'm using a lighter weight, a lot of times I won't peg it. And then this is the Netbait Paca Craw. They also have the baby Paca Craw. One of my favorite Texas rig baits growing up. It's got a lot of flap in the water on the fall. You can swim it, you can drag it, you can hop it. It's good on beds. It's good punching. So many things, but I can't tell you how many fish I've caught on that bait, and I still throw it to this day. And it's like it's hollowed out like a tube, so you can put scent in there, you can put rattles in there, a really cool bait. That came out of nowhere. What did I tell you guys? Netbait Paca Craw. That wasn't very pretty. I didn't even get a hook set, but fuck. Back camera turned off. Oh well. Let's get this guy back. Oh, reliable. Thanks, bud. That's cool. I wonder if he was just chilling in the rocks or if he was on a bed or something. Really don't know. Here's the bait. Netbait Paca Craw, watermelon crawfish. It's just a real natural watermelon with some real small red flake and black flake. And that's the full-sized 5-inch craw. The baby is, I think, 4 inches. I'll show you how to rig that. Just a basic Texas rig. So put that point straight in the nose of the bait or tail of the bait. Go to the bend of the hook, pop it out, push it down the shank, twist it, and then I'm gonna line it up, see where that hook's gonna come in, poke that in there. And this is real easy to make weedless because it's hollow, so you can just poke that hook back inside the bait to expose it, kind of like that, and then that hook is buried in the bait and you don't got to worry about snagging up, grabbing weeds, anything like that. Real simple rig. But after I did all that, now I realize I have to retie. Because I got a little bit of fraying in my line. Probably from those rocks. And don't want to break off. So just gonna tie a simple Palomar knot. Another little guy on the Paca Craw. Damn it, dude. I'm tired of retying. Fucking little one. Dude, these things are chunky. He's got crawfish in his mouth. I don't know if you can see that. That's what that belly is. Huh? Caught over a dozen today? Maybe. Close to it. Probably like 10 or something. Yeah. Did you catch any with crawfish in their throat? No. I did. Yeah? Yeah, like the fat ones, their fucking bellies are hella full. And you can see the little antennas sticking out. It was funny.